Today we're taking a look at an Orzhov tokens deck that has the ability to not only generate double the amount of tokens that we're creating, but this deck can actually quadruple that number. And the reason being is because we run a 2-card combination between Kaya and Mondrak. Mondrak has the ability, obviously, when we create a token to double the number of tokens that we're creating, but so does Kaya. Kaya has a -2. We love Kaya. It does the exact same thing, doubling the amount of tokens. So if we have a wedding announcement and we create a 1/1 token, that token is going to be doubled by Kaya and then doubled again by Mondrak, creating 4 total tokens, you know, getting us quadruple the amount, which is absolutely absurd. And then we also have a fun card, the Eternal Wanderer, another new card in the deck that creates double strike tokens that can help a lot, obviously, when being quadrupled, and it acts as also a sweeper of a choice. And we also have Transmogrant Altar, a card that not a lot of people run, but I love this card because you can sack one of your 1/1 tokens to create a 3/3 zombie token, which is pretty good value in itself. But if you're quadrupling that effect, it can get really, really good for you. But this deck was an absolute blast, guys. We've done things like this one in the past, so I hope you guys enjoy this one. There will be a full deck breakdown at the end of today's video, so stick around for that. In the meantime, in the links below, there's a full deck list. And if you guys enjoy content just like this, we do post videos 5 days a week. So be sure to like, subscribe. All of that stuff helps out an absolute ton. With that being said, though, enjoy the video, guys. We'll see you back here at the end. Peace out. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be playing some Orzhov tokens revolving around our new favorite card, Mondrak. This thing has been absolutely phenomenal for us, man. It's been such a really great card. I mean, just to do all this nonsense and jank, this thing is perfect for that. And today we're going to try to narrow things down, though. We're going to try to narrow them down to this Orzhov build, not getting too fancy, no 3 colors needed, just the best of the best here. And we've done this before. We've done an Orzhov token deck before. I think Mondrak is just going to take it to, honestly, the next level. All right, we've got ourselves a welcome already on the field. We are against Celestnia enchants, so I'm not too worried about what they're going to be bringing us to the table here. I mean, obviously, exiling effects on our enchantments could be tough, but for the most part, I think we got a pretty good matchup here. A lot of mana we're drawing, though. Yikes. A lot of mana. There's the borrowed time. All right, yep, that might actually end up hurting us pretty bad here if they take the welcome, which they do. No blocks. I have the reunion, which can hit their Kami if they ever get that down. This is actually really frustrating that our draws have been this bad, though. We could do so much better than this. I am going to be taking out the Visitor, though, with the Seat of the Empire on this next play. And we're going to just hope that our top deck pulls through for us here. Oh, wow. They've got one of their own. Very nice. Are they really considering not attacking into us? Are they really reading the Seat of the Empire? Because that would be pretty impressive if they are. Maybe they have a 1-mana spell. Nope. They attack through with the Visitor. It gets blown up. And we find a Mondrak. There we go. Now things are cooking a little bit better. Things are cooking here a bit. And we might just want to pull off a Rotten Reunion here on the opponent's turn to get us a couple more zombies, and then just try to attack through maybe for lethal. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we would have technically lethal here if we find a way to answer. Let's try to pull this off here. We'll see. We're gonna hit the Visitor. Two more zombies. Ooh, what a card. What a card. So they block here. We've got what, 8, 9, not quite there, but at least we got a rabble rousing to make things worse for them here. Oh, this is some good stuff. I'm going to take the welcome, believe it or not. I think getting more card draw is going to be important here, because if we don't win on these next couple of turns because some sort of sweeper, we're going to want the card draw. They block Jadar and just concede the game. That seemed like an odd thing to do. But we'll take it. I guess maybe they didn't do the math, or they just considered the fact that they're probably outvalued here with the board. But GG's, very good start to the game, even with the bad draws. I can't lie, the draws got a bit scary there for a second. I thought we might have been in trouble, but pulled it out. Found the Mondrak. That's all that we needed. Let's see. Opening hand is not great, but we have both our doubling effects, both Mondrak and Kaya in hand, so I'm down to have some fun. Let's do this. Let's do this. We're all about fun here, so this hand can lead to some serious nonsense. All right, there we go. That's better. Nice little 3-drop for us over the Kaya option. I think I like that better. Mono black, okay. We've been seeing a lot of mono black. Mono black's in a pretty solid state right now. All right, we can make some chump blocks, try to keep the life total high here. We might just drop the Wandering Emperor next so we can exile the underdog. That could be a good way to just deal with it and be done with it. All right, so they needed 3 mana to sack this thing for full value, and the full value says return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. And then they draw a card. All right, pass the turn. This might give them the indicator that, yes, we are going to be throwing out the Wandering Emperor. But if they don't answer it, I mean, if they don't want to attack to avoid it, that's fine. Because we can create tokens with it, which is just as lethal. All right, they're going straight for the plus here. Oh, wow, they're actually on 80 cards. I just realized that. Wow, they did read it. Wow, good for them. Good for them. All right, time for some Mondrak action. Here's where things get really wild. Let's send in just this. And that way I create 2 more tokens. I think the tokens are going to be a little more important. Got to keep Soren's loyalty low here. Tenacious Underdog probably going to block, I would imagine. Totally fine. Totally fine. Mono black only has Gix Command as their choice of sweeper, which would be a really good sweeper, but unfortunately we flipped this over, making everything much bigger than 2/2s on the our end, so we should be fine. Invoke Despair, huh? Well, that's annoying. All right, that's annoying, but at least they don't get any card draw off of it, but still not a fan. Create a blocker, sure. You deal with this annoyance. All right, I like this, but I don't like it. I don't know. Let's see, 3. Guess we got to do it though. We don't have a great hand here, so let's just pull this off here, and then we'll pull back the Wandering Emperor. And for now, we'll play the Kaya, and we'll just plus the Kaya here. Try to keep things a little above. I can teach you a thing or two. We'll do this. I guess these have Death Touch, right? I mean, that's something. But I think we'll just send in these 2 for now. Send in these 2 for now. Look to try to stop the Sorin. All right, card draws finally not happening here, but they have plenty of other ways to get it. They've got the bomb still. They've also got the arena. Return target creature card. So all they have here is the Tenacious Underdog. So that's not too threatening to get back to their hand. It might even be better for them to have it in the graveyard. So I like where we're at with that. Maybe another Invoke Despair. It would be pretty wild for them to have a second Invoke Despair with 80 card deck. Ah, jeez. Okay. That's not good. We needed that. We have Kaya, which is a nice consolation prize, but it's going to get hit like so right over the top.
Oh, it's on now.
Reinforcements is cool. For now, though, we plus this. Okay. That is fine. We attack with everything here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, it's making sure we have enough for both of these, and I can still hold the Seat of the Empire, which I can. They crack the bomb finally. We end our turn. Both of our things can come in at flash speed, which is phenomenal. Really bummed about the Mondrak though. Exiling effects, man. Tough. Tough, tough, tough. The opponent having some sort of priority hold here, kind of strange. If they have a Shieldred, that could be a problem. Shieldred's going to be a really nasty thing combined with the Arena. Hopefully they don't find that 2-card combo, because that gets going pretty hard. Ooh, excuse me. I'm a little tired today. A little tired too because the opponent's taking forever. It's all good though. It's all good. I'm recording this on Super Bowl Sunday, which is pretty exciting. We're about to go watch the Super Bowl at a family member's house. Wow, that is annoying to say the least. Jeez. Yeah, I guess we got to give up Kaya. I hate that, but how in the world, as an 80 card mono black player, do they still find the double Invoke Despair? Absolutely absurd. They read the Wandering Emperor play. My opponents are getting pretty good at reading those plays, aren't they? Oh, actually they saw the card. What am I saying? I forgot I pulled it back from the yard. They could see it. That's my bad. Yeah, that was pretty silly. Let's ooh, I like this actually. Let's go here. This opponent wasn't as clever as the last one. They actually saw the card. I forget sometimes they've seen the card when I do certain effects and they got the eyeballs on them. All right, let's just end the turn and say go. I think we're pretty good here. Gix command is probably the only thing that really kind of blows us up here, but even a Gix's command isn't great because we can just reload the field here and they don't have much to get back from the yard, so it's not the greatest Gix command, but it would work. Plus you'd be leaving me with a 3/3 if you don't go for the full sweeping effect. All right, they're thinking hard about this next play. Even though it's probably another Invoke Despair, not a whole lot to think about. I mean, that wouldn't get the job done though. They'd definitely die, so they need something a little better than that. I don't see a way out of this for the opponent here. Gix command is probably the best case scenario for them, or even Path to Peril. I don't know if they run that, but yeah, they've got the Gix command. They go for the full sweep, but that still again just leaves me with a board that I can easily kind of just rejuice here with some tokens. This thing is enough to kill him alone, and we'll draw some cards here. And oh, a wedding announcement? Why not? I like that. Don't think we're gonna need this at this point. Could end up regretting that. We'll see. We will see. And there's the scoop. One Gix command, not enough. Not another one in hand, obviously. So GG's on to the next platinum tier. We love that. Let's keep it moving. Man, this deck is so fun, man. I really enjoy this one a lot, and I think it's pretty competitive. I honestly think I could take this thing maybe to diamond, no problem. It has so much value built into it with card draw and, you know, removal and everything. Everything it does is just so much value. I think I like this hand a lot. Mondrak though it's been tough to, you know, keep that thing alive. Oh, Rot Priest to kick things off. You hate to see that, but at least we got the reinforcements on turn 2. But if we see a blue land come down, which we just did, we might be in trouble because we go to make a flash block with the reinforcements and they just protect it. Going second is almost a death sentence in a lot of cases in best of 1, and in this situation it's definitely been a death sentence because they had the perfect curve out here. And if they have a protection spell for 1 green like Tamiyo Safekeeping, we never even had a chance at this. Like, let's just be very, very clear on that. If this does not work, if this block does not pan out, we never even had a shot at it. Well, they clearly have a 1-mana spell at instant speed, so all we can do is pray that it's something weird that doesn't work here. Hexproof and indestructibility. Yep, that'll do it. We never got to play. All right, we go to what? 5 poison counters already. That stays alive. I mean, I guess I have this still, which is something in some ways. But with them drawing cards with the combat research on the thief, probably not going to make it through this. But at least now we don't have to worry too much about the poison. It's just the damage, which we can absorb a bit more damage. This thing has ward 1. Okay, just making sure we know what's going on with that. Now they're drawing even more cards with the bypass. At least draw discarding, but... And this thing flies, which makes things even tougher to, you know, deal with. I've got the answer here, but can't play it for a couple of turns because it's ward mechanic on here, which it got from the combat research. Oh, there's a flying block. Love that. Oh, what am I saying? It's got the bypass. We were never going to be able to block. Don't be silly.
No cost is too great.
Forgot about the bypass. Either way, this is probably the play I would have ended up making anyways, because we need the life gain in order to get back into the game. So even with that hasty play of Soren here, I think that was still the right move. And another Rot Priest is probably going to seal the deal on the poison counters. All right, they've got 1 mana left. I mean, but 3 cards in hand with the ability to draw an additional to find exactly what they need means that they probably find the blue or green spell they need to protect the Rot Priest. And that'll do it. 10 poison counters. This deck is easily the hardest deck to beat, in my opinion. It's probably the most busted deck, as long as it's hitting what it needs, right? So plenty of times I played against this type of an opponent where they didn't have all the perfect pieces to the puzzle and it wasn't that difficult to beat. But if they drop a Rot Priest on 1 and then an Ivy on 2 and they go first, that's about the perfect trifecta. You're almost never going to beat that. So I guess good game. All right, hopefully that doesn't happen again. That's all I can say, really. Rot Priest, such a busted card. I go first with a pretty slow starting hand here, but the man is good. The hand looks decent-ish. We'll see. All right, another Oblivion. The only 2 that I have in the deck, which is good to have. I mean, I'll take it, especially against potentially mono black here, because mono black has things like Shieldred where we need to answer. We're about to have 4 mana, but we don't have double white for the Wandering Emperor or the Mondrak, which is a big bummer. All right, at least we get a playable. That's all I cared about. Maybe that keep wasn't as good as I anticipated. I thought we'd be fine, but not finding any white sources actually might be a serious problem. All right, we'll eat the 3. There we go. There we go. Now we've got options. Options are a good thing. Do we play Mondrak to have it probably removed off the field? I could give it indestructibility, but there are exiling effects. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Wandering Emperor play this turn. We'll get another 1/1. We might just discard an Oblivion and take out the Glutton. But the problem with that is the Morbid Opportunist is the engine of the deck where they're drawing the cards. All right, that's annoying. They're going to draw a card. That's fine. Nobody's running into the Wandering Emperor these days. Everybody's savvy to this play. They've seen it enough times, huh?
I've learned much during my Let your blade do.
All right, Mondrak, get in there. Let's shake things up here. Let's shake some things up here. And let's just end our turn here. No attacks, and then we're gonna get 2 more bodies. All right, sorry. Had a sneeze attack. No! What are we doing here, man? Okay, they sweep all the tokens up. Did they cleave this? They didn't cleave it, but I still want to give this indestructibility because we are going to lose these anyways. So let's just at least get indestructibility while we're at it, right? All right. So be it. Bring the attack. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. What do we want to do now? Do we want to go Sorin? I think so. Getting some lifelink bodies seems like a fine deal for me. Also gives me a reason to just plus the Wandering Emperor here. I don't see why we don't attack here. We got plenty of good blockers now on the other side with lifelink. Still don't want to pull the trigger on the Oblivion yet. Obviously taking out the Morbid Opportunist would be great, but I like what I have on field. I don't really want to necessarily sack any of these things. Some 1/1s would be nice. Having Mondrak with the indestructibility counter makes things so much easier for us to just kind of breathe easy and relax. But there are still things that could take care of it. Gix's command can make me sacrifice my highest powered creature, which is why I kind of want to keep pumping up this 4/5. Also, there's Invoke Despair, but I can get around that obviously as long as I have more bodies. And then what else? We saw Soul Transfer. Let's just hope they don't run Soul Transfer. Most mono black decks don't. That's a card I don't necessarily see a lot of. Especially with Morbid Opportunist. Why would you run something with that exiles, right? Junji, that's my target for Oblivion all day long. All right, gonna need some more bodies here. I got another Sorin too, so. All right, you're gone. And we attack with everything. They block with the Glutton on the 5 damage. Yep, they do. They double block. That would be very... Yeah, I was gonna say that wouldn't work out. All right, we get some life gain back, getting us back up on the board here. They're down to 3. We go with the second Sorin here, which probably is gonna feel pretty heartbreaking for the opponent because now I get even more bodies that fly and have lifelink. I mean, another Path to Peril though just completely blows this board up out of the blows my whole plan up again. Let's hope that's not going to be the case. And then they'd be able to cleanly attack 2 into my Planeswalkers. That would shake things up definitely, but they didn't have it, so that'll be a GG's for us. Love it. Very clean game. Super happy about that one. Oh, that went smooth. Smooth games are always the best. They're always the best. We don't have to stress out too much. I mean, the mana was a little wonky, but we got there. We got there. Oh, speaking of wonky mana. Oh, no. Dude, I couldn't be happier with this and this backing each other up. But I can't keep it. 2 landers are a problem. All right. This is keepable. This is keepable. We've got a little bit of a combo build here off of Jadar and the Altar. If you guys haven't seen, Jadar and the Altar work extremely well together because we can keep sacking the zombie token over and over for a 3/3 zombie that doesn't go anywhere. So at least if we only have those down on the field, there's some sort of reoccurring value happening. Fun. I'm having fun. All right, let's get this down. Not to mention it can ramp with these zombies into bigger spells for us, like the Eternal Wanderer. So we get 3 mana for 1 black source, right? So 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so if I hit 1 more land, I could have an Eternal Wanderer come down next turn, which would be pretty awesome. All right, what do you got for me here? Are you going to be fighting me? I mean, this doesn't have Death Touch, though, so fight mechanics wouldn't be too good. But Golgari, huh? Interesting. I don't know what I don't think I've seen a Rot Priest Golgari deck yet. Gotta have a lot of targeting things though, right? You gotta be doing the whole Tamio safekeeping type stuff. Proliferate. All right. Bummer. There goes our main source of critters every turn. I mean, it's gotta be this, right? And they still have some instant speed magic here. I don't know if it's going to be another kill spell or proliferate type card or what, but we get this in. We'll get a 1/1. The 1/1 I can use to sacrifice for the Wanderer next turn. I wish the Wanderer had a little bit of a cleaner removal spell or removal tactic onto it. I love that it's a sweeper though. I can't lie. I love that it's a sweeper, but in this spot, I'd like just a simple little kill a target. You know what I mean? Can't have it all though. That's a bummer. They actually, you know, put us in a pretty bad spot by doing that because now I can't ramp into the Wanderer, so that play's completely washed. So it's gonna have to be the Sorin. It's the only thing we got. Definitely create another body here though. Clearly opponent's gonna be doing a lot of removal, so if I could just keep spamming tokens, it's gonna get harder and harder for them to choose things that they want to spot remove, and hopefully we can keep this Rot Priest from attacking into us. That has flying, but I can deal with it. No worries. Toxic. Easy. Easy, easy. A 1-mana kill planeswalker thing I don't think exists, so we're pretty safe there. Why would they attack like this though? What you got going on here? I'm blocking with both because if they have a way to pump this up, which clearly I would imagine they do because they want to try to save it from this. All right. I can live with that. As long as it's dead, I can live with it. Oh, it's not dead. Exile about. Oh, that's not dead. Okay. Interesting choice. What do we do here? Oh, geez. What to do? What to do? Let's try to. Say we try to draw a card here, and then maybe just blink this out of play for the turn for the time being, just to buy us another turn to get another flyer down the following turn. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Give me a land. Nice. And then this comes down. All right. And then, like I said, we blink this temporarily as a way to just deal with it for now. That way, now we have 3 loyalty with Sorin. And then the following turn, they're going to get it back. I'll be able to get a Sorin's 2/3 flyer to protect against it. Not to mention, I could just Eternal Wanderer sweep at any point. So that's also pretty good. We've got options, and options are a good thing. We also have a Rabble Rousing, which can start to close out the game in our favor. Oh, Rat Priest. I'm not gonna lie though, 5 poison counters doesn't feel good, especially with a Rat Priest on the field. You know they're gonna just keep proliferating and putting those counters on us every turn. So do we go for the sweeper and kill the Rot Priest or what? I feel like we should. I feel like we should. All right, and then we create our flyer and we go with Rabble Rousing, and then from here we can kind of start running away with the game. I think it would be nice to have a Mondrak obviously to speed this up, but I mean with them only having 3 mana, we should be able to kind of get ahead here. Hideaway 5. Let's see what we get here. Come on, give me something good. Give me something good. Yeah. You know I'm gonna send it. Let's go. Get another token. They could have another pump spell though. I would imagine they would. Something like this, or even an instant speed play that could kill my 2/2 might be a play that they do. But that was unlikely because they would have done it pre-combat before I get the rabble rousing trigger, which all right, so next turn, what do we want to do with the Emperor here? Do we want to create a 2/2 double striker? I think that might be the move. I guess it all depends on what they play here, but they get a Overlook, which is going to be a tap land. So why the Overlook though? Why why sacrifice lands filling up the graveyard? There's got to be something dealing with graveyard stuff. We'll see. Just waiting on the opponent. No problems there. No problems there. Nice. Oh, that's a card. Let's do that now and then double up the rabble rousing for a hideaway trigger. Let's go. This is gonna be good. All right, so until the end of turn, double the tokens.
Stay out of my way. Ooh, never been part of an angry mob.
Let's draw a card here. Something good. Kaya was definitely the best thing we could have had there. Decline this offer. And then we'll create 2 double striking samurais. We'll attack in, triggering double the rabble rousing, right? We have 2, 4, 5. We need to get at least 5 more creatures to get this out. So I have to swing with all of these, which is a bummer because that means we won't be able to block against these and the toxic can end up killing us. So I don't think we have the luxury to do that. I think I'm gonna have to just go ahead and leave my flyer where it's at. It's not great, but it'll have to do. Do we want more zombies bodies, or do we want to go? I'm gonna go wedding announcement here. Let's look to draw some cards. All right, wish me luck, guys. I gotta be able to survive at least one more token, or I'm sorry, one more toxic hit from the opponent here. Hopefully that's not enough mana to proliferate enough, but we'll see. Can they get us to 10 poison before we can kill them next turn? I would imagine we're going to kill them next turn. Unless they have a sweeper. Yeah, there it is. Geez, my friend. Fun game. Unfortunately, they struggled to hit some land drops there. So that probably hindered them quite a bit. All right, let's get one more good game here for the road before we get out of here. Hopefully we get a W, man. I could use it. Got to get out of platinum, man. It's been way too many days, man, that we've been in platinum. The early access event really slowed down our progress on pushing for diamond. I guess we can keep this. The hand doesn't look great though, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, but we'll see. We'll see. If they turn out to be some sort of reanimator deck, we're gonna be really happy that we got this. All right, wedding announcement's better than a Kaya on 3, so I guess I'll take that, but can we get something a little better? Nope. Nope, no turn 2 here, so pass the turn. Fight rigging on the root wire, huh? This thing can sack itself for like a creature 10 times the size or something. 3 times. Yeah. Definitely gonna look to exile that ASAP. As soon as I can do it, it's turn 4 though. So it's gotta be the Emperor that's gonna have to do it. Wedding announcement comes down. I can make a chump block if I want. I think I might just absorb the 4 damage though. I don't necessarily think we care about that too much. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Flesh Gorger, huh? Okay, that's a problem card. Who do they give the 1/1 counter to though? Because the root wire continues to grow. But they go with the Flesh Gorger. Okay. Okay. All right, we have the ability to double block the Flesh Gorger if we so choose, but I don't know if I want to. But what's nice though is I'm gonna hit them with the. Hopefully they don't just, you know, finally walk into it. Nobody's walked into the Wandering Emperor once today, but if they can just walk into it and I can get one of these off the field, I'll feel very, very good about our position, because we also have an Oblivion to follow it up with. Okay, they are on full send mode. Full send mode. They finally walk into one, thank goodness. We take 5 for this though, which is a brutal amount. All right, gonna have to maybe make a chump block here. No, I think we just wait. We just absorb it. It doesn't feel good, but I think it's gonna have to be fine. All right, Oblivion. On the Amalgam. I think the Amalgam is a little bit more dangerous for what it could potentially do next turn, becoming a 15-15. And then Kaya comes down and we'll use Kaya's secondary ability here, and we will create 4 tokens on this turn, and we'll flip over the wedding announcement, making them much bigger. So that's a pretty solid turn for us, I think. Pretty solid. They don't have a good attack into us anymore. We have Rite of Oblivion. This thing's a 6/6, which triggers the hideaway. Ugh, bummer. And it's a Cityscape Leveler. At least, oh, no, it is being cast. I was gonna say it's not being cast, but it is. Fight Rigging is saying you can cast it for 0 mana, so it gets the ability to blow something up. It's pretty fantastic, actually. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kill you, and then we'll be left with 1 token that we can Oblivion away for the Cityscape Leveler. I think that's pretty solid. I am giving up the ability here to get a really big rabble rousing, but I think we gotta ignore offensive powers here and go for more of a defensive play. Nice, we get a better Oblivion here. Actually, I can stack this. Why not? Why not? And then we have the ability to go with the Rotten Reunion, which I'm gonna hold on to because there could be a reanimation spell here, and if they get back one of these big artifact creatures, we're gonna regret not playing the Rotten Reunion. So gonna hang on to that. It is instant speed, so we can answer their reanimator spell at instant speed, which makes it so much better. Sat on my ankle and I forgot I rolled it the other day at soccer. Ouch. All right, we answered their whole shebang very cleanly. They are currently not playing anything. They have 2 cards in hand. I would imagine if they had a reanimator spell, it would have been slammed immediately. Okay, that's tough. That's a good card. All right, and Oblivion is going to be the name of the game again. All right, did not love that, but gotta do what we gotta do. Down to 19-6 here, so we're definitely still losing this game, and they keep finding absolute bangers. This thing says whenever a creature dies, right? Sacrifice a creature. If you do, create a tap power stone. Okay, so they're just trying to ramp to those big. Ooh, that's not good. Okay. Okay. I say what? Maybe we just go here and here, and then it's kind of an investment turn here. We don't really progress our board that much. We don't really provide too many benefits to the board, but at least we invest in the future here a little bit. I will make a block, but that means we don't have a way to generate a ton of tokens next turn, because rabble rousing will need something to attack with it. But a block has to happen here. So we go down to 3. There we go. And now we're talking. We doubled the effects of the tokens being dropped. So this is going to get us 2 1/1s. Draw some cards. All right. Rabble rousing. Sure. And we'll take the Wanderer. All right, here we go. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. They attack with the 3/3. That's all they have. We'll take that all day. We'll take that all day. I'm just going to chump because we can create a lot of bodies with the rabble rousing with the more we have. Oh my God, finally. Okay. We finally get the Kaya double tokens. And then on top of that, Mondrak goes off for double those tokens. So we get 8 total tokens here. Huge. Draw a card. We go in for our attack. We get rid of this. See ya. Could have got like what, 4? Could have got like 4 double strikers there, but I think just getting rid of the tokens fine. Just take away any sort of potential ability for them to deal damage to me, and I think we'll be all right. Tear asunder, you evil villain. They're gonna be so upset when they see this. Another rabble rousing. Love that. We get in for what should be lethal here, I would imagine. Oh yeah. GG's. Wow, what a comeback, huh? That was a tight little game there at the beginning where we were, you know, poised to lose pretty heavily, but man, the comeback is real. That will conclude today's gameplay portion of the video. We are going to break the deck down and talk about it a little bit further. Before I do that, I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who's made it this far into the video. It absolutely helps a ton with the YouTube algorithm. So thank you for that. I appreciate you. And with that being said, let's take a look at the deck. Fun little deck we got here, man. I'm telling you guys, tokens have always been one of my favorite things to do because it's just some of the most outrageous things you can do is create such a wide board state. It's so much fun to watch develop and, you know, overrun your opponent with just so many little critters that just smash the face. And Mondrak is slowly becoming one of my favorite cards of all time. I mean, doubling the amount of tokens. We've already, you know, absolutely loved Kaya because of that effect. And we've tried to squeeze Kaya in as many decks as we possibly could in the past. And to be able to get an effect like that at all times on Mondrak without even having to pump loyalty into this thing or get it for just the one turn, it's so busted. And then not to mention we just tie Kaya into that today, and that was the goal, man. We were trying to just tie Kaya into the Mondrak to just double the amount of tokens and go absolutely ham. And I think we got something here because we kind of just took the shell of our old Orzhov deck that we did in the past. Same sort of idea, tokens deck. It was a very, very powerful list we had in the past, and we just added some new cards, man. We added the Mondrak, we added the Wandering Emperor, a great little addition to the deck, man. Being able to sweep the board if by some way, shape, or form your opponent is outscaling you in some way, you know, being able to sweep the board is great, but it also creates potentially 4 2/2 double strikers, which is really, really good. Rabble rousing is always a solid win con as well. This is one that gets you a W pretty much every time it hits the field in a lot of cases. And then we also splashed in some Sorens and Wandering Emperors because both Soren and the Wandering Emperor create tokens as well. Pretty good tokens. And Soren also looks to draw us cards and Wandering Emperor looks to remove things. So both things are pretty, you know, versatile in their own way. So that's really great. Another combination I really wanted to run was this Altar mixed with Jadar. So the Altar creates these 3/3 zombies whenever you pump, you know, 2 mana into it and tap it. You can sack one of your tokens to create a 3/3 zombie, which is pretty solid value to be able to do that every single turn. And you can do it on Jadar's zombie token, which would have decayed anyways. Now you don't get the attack with the decayed zombie, which is a little bit slow, but if you have Mondrak on the field, creating 2 extra 3/3s is actually a much better way to go. Not to mention if you're quadrupling the effect with Kaya. And then a new card that I actually didn't play in the last time we did this was this Welcome. This thing is really cool, man. I was trying to play the Hollowed Fountain. Is it Hollow Fountain? Yeah, Halo Fountain. Halo Fountain to draw cards and create more tokens. But that card is the same amount of mana. It's a 3 mana card, but you also have to invest more mana into it to do the card draw effects or, you know, get a token. You do get a little bit more value on it because you create the token or you can untap your creatures, which is great. But the Welcome is just nice card draw non-stop every single turn, and it keeps you in the game and cards flowing in the hand. Speaking of drawing cards, wedding announcement, obvious choice here. I don't think anyone was surprised to see this in this deck. Wedding announcement, just very good at drawing cards, creating tokens. And then we went with an early game with the reinforcements as well. Wanted to get an early start, protect myself from removal, or not removal, I'm sorry, protect myself from damage like mono red and stuff, to slow the pacing of the game down to help us get to our set up our bigger plays. And then I went with 2 Rotten Reunion and 2 Rite of Oblivions. Rite of Oblivions, being able to sack anything to then exile one of your opponent's permanents, is very, very good, especially because it has flashback to be used twice. And we have plenty of tokens to use as fodder. Sometimes Jadar's Decayed Zombie is a great target for that. And then Rotten Reunion is nice because if you're up against some sort of reanimation deck that's trying to get back, like let's say a Portal to Phyrexia, being able to exile that is really nice. And it creates you a token as well, which could be obviously doubled, and then use those tokens to create even more tokens with the zombie. So a lot of really good, interesting synergies in this deck. I really, really enjoyed this one. We tried out the new basic lands that also, draw you cards, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers it, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's build. I hope you guys had some fun with this one. But yeah, that'll do it for me today. Today is Wednesday. I want to give a quick apology because last Wednesday we didn't go live. I had a lot going on, but I'm pretty sure nothing gonna be stopping me this week. So be sure to check out the live stream tonight. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when we go live, all that good stuff. And then a huge shout out to the members in this channel, man. If you guys don't know, I have a membership program on the channel down below with the join button next to the subscribe button or in the links, and we call it the Marty Mob. So I want to give a huge shout out to every person that's part of the Marty Mob. It helps support the channel. I appreciate that very, very much, and it means more than you might know to me. So thanks for helping support me, man. I appreciate it a ton. And that will conclude today's video. We'll see you back here again tomorrow for another one, or in the live stream tonight. Until next time, peace out, guys.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Celestnia, Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.